So I usually start all of my videos with asking how you're doing, but if you're watching this series, then you've probably gone and decided that Toy Story 3's ending isn't the only tragedy in your life, because now you've decided to attempt the impossible run for the Dead Space remake. So if that's you, welcome, I guess. Welcome to a walkthrough that is made for you. If you're anything like me and you refuse to admit that you hate yourself, and you just like challenges, then you're doing what I'm doing, where I'm doing the impossible run and getting all the most of the trophies, all the collectibles, and all of that stuff. So if that's you, or if you're just interested, or whatever, for whatever reason you're playing this walkthrough is geared mostly for people who want to beat this on impossible mode. But in case you're missing some of the collectibles, we're gonna get those too. So we're doing it all. But yeah, the only thing I'm not going to cover, just so you know, so you don't waste time on a walkthrough or whatever, go look this up. If you're a trophy hunter, there are going to be a couple chapter-specific trophies that I am not going to include, because I think most of the trophies you can do in one run, but there are a couple that it's probably better and easier just to load up a chapter save. So I would look up the trophies and just make a save on a different difficulty or something, or just run it on easy and or story mode or whatever, and just go and do those specifically. But as far as all the trophies you get for beating the game, all the collectible trophies, the suits, all of that you will get in this walkthrough if you follow along. So I just want to make that all very clear before you figure out on part 6 that this wasn't for you. So but hey, I'm going to try to make this walkthrough fun, because it's going to be hard. You can't die. You reset the whole game if you die, but they made this a trophy, so you have to beat this game on impossible to get the trophy and get the platinum. So, I'm going to try to make this as easy to follow as possible. And hey, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if you're lucky, I might throw in a motivational quote here. But definitely not in part 1. I don't know you. You don't know me. We got to earn that trust. But I'm just saying, maybe if you stick around, you might get a motivational quote. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything. I think it's time to just start the game. I think we can now show violence thanks to YouTube. I think it's been well after 15 seconds. So yeah, I'm gonna do this walkthrough. I'm gonna commentate, but I'm not gonna annoy you by just talking the entire time. So I hate those kind of videos. So don't worry. But yeah, let's buckle up. Let's do this, and go ahead and make sure we select impossible. This is the no auto saves, and you can only save in one slot, and you only get 1 life. I do like the feature, though. I will say I like the feature of when you die, it doesn't go like, hey, your game's reset. It just goes, do you want to continue on hard? But you don't get the trophy for impossible if you choose to continue, which should be obvious, but I've made walkthroughs in the past and things I thought were obvious people struggle with, so I'm just going to explain that. But yeah, if you are ready, this is for the elite veterans, as they call us. If you guys are new to this channel, first off, subscribe if you want. It's up to you. But you guys probably know that I like horror. And if you don't, hey, I like horror. But I mostly cover Easter eggs. And then on top of that, I also cover like horror games or like story games like God of War, games like that. I try to cover single player games, collectibles, Easter eggs, reviews, things like that. So I gotta say, when this game was remade, I was really excited, because this game defined my childhood, like addiction to horror gaming. Let's say like Resident Evil, the original couple, and Dead Space, Silent Hills, all those classic PS1, PS2, PS3 era games really helped me as a kid, really get into this genre. So I'm kind of living out my childhood here with updated graphics, and maybe you're the same way. But hey, I think it's gonna be fun to replay this full game.
But 6 months apart with only vid calls, it's rough. Easy to say the wrong thing.
I don't blame you. I'd listen to my girlfriend over Hammond reciting security protocols. Forewarned is forearmed, Miss Davis.
So you keep saying.
Here we go. Nice clean re-entry.
Nice and textbook, boys.
Welcome to Aegis 7.
I don't know what Isaac's role in the ship is really. Like everybody seems to be doing something to help assist with this landing. Meanwhile, Isaac's just like, yeah, anyways, guys, look at that view.
Some prospecting team set up for life.
That's a big rock.
There. Confirming visual contact.
Like, look, we got the captain, we got the pilots, we got the tech nerd, and then we got Isaac.
Biggest planet crack in the
Like-
plaza. And it looks like they already popped the core.
Why is it so dark? We should be able to see your running lights.
Yeah. I'll get us into hailing range.
I swear to God, if you use the running lights as an excuse for why you can't land this,
CEC's pride and joy.
No
you
chance.
guys
huh?
better not crash
Is that
into
why
the
you were
ship.
digging into my personnel files before we left?
You checked your file access?
I'm a computer analyst. Comes with the job.
I ran standard
Whoa.
CEC background checks, Miss Daniels. If you want to work in the big leagues, you have to play ball.
Sir, we're in hailing range.
Psst.
USG Ishimura. This is the emergency maintenance team of the USG Kelly responding to your distress call. Come in, Ishimura.
Hey,
Ishimura, do you copy?
she's not even looking at me, dude.
Kelly.
You ever hear of a full communications blackout on
Oh, now you want to talk to me? All right.
Come on. Someone pick up the damn phone.
I don't want to be a backseat driver, guys, but I think you're coming in a little aggressive. Can you slow it down a little bit?
Maybe a broken encoder. Daniels and I can handle it in 48 hours, max.
Hey, that gives you plenty of time to catch up with Nicole.
Yeah, I hope so.
Jen, Johnson, take us in.
I don't know, maybe the brakes.
Automated docking. Let's go.
Slow it down, guys.
We're losing control.
I'm not a I told you so guy, but I might have done better.
Guidance system override is responsive.
Shit, we're coming in too hot. It's gonna smash us into the hull.
Jet, aim for that emergency stabilizer. There, the blue light.
Yeah, the blue light, boys, do it. All right, perfect landing.
Everyone okay?
I'm good.
I'll live.
Just got emotional damage, Cap. Don't worry about it.
It's my ankle. Be broken.
Shit, but better than a broken neck. Or worse. Good call on the stabilizer, Isaac.
Yeah, no problem,
Always read
man.
the manual.
What the fuck's going on with flight control? That guidance system's a death trap.
Better add it to your repair list. Jen, what's our damage?
Comms are down. We lost a port booster. Got a fire in one of the stabilizers and singularity core's a mess. Could be worse, but not by much.
Then let's get some help. Johnston,
So if you're
carry the Kelly in.
a
We'll send
gamer,
medic. Anyone else?
you've
With me.
probably heard of the game Callisto Protocol, which is basically Dead Space knockoff. It's like the Wish version of Dead Space. But I just kind of put it together that that game starts with a ship crash. So does this game. Like, they couldn't just be a little bit more original. They even have a Dead Space Easter egg in that game, which references the plasma cutter. But I don't know. That game was a heap of dog shit. I don't know if you guys played it. Don't play it. Don't buy it if you don't own it. But anyways, enough of that game. Here's our first text log. That is going to be one of the collectibles. So make sure you grab that. And in case you guys are unaware of how games work, you can check your files, and it's labeled by chapter 1, so you can actually see all of the collectibles for that chapter and see if you missed one. And you know, at the end of the video, you can reference it with the ones I have and kind of go back and figure out you know, what you've got. So that one was the background request, and I hope you guys haven't messed up already, because that's literally the first step. So I hope that that went smoothly for you.
Let's get this done, Isaac.
I swear to God, they're gonna tell me to catch up. I was busy. God, This is bringing back so many memories. I love it. It's not like the pinnacle of graphics, but dude, it's amazing.
At least we didn't take out the sign.
I think where they nailed this game is like, not only did they make all the interfaces and everything way better, but like the environment is so much more convincing. Like whoever designed the audio, like they killed it. I love the 3D audio in this game. Jesus, Cap, don't point the gun at me, God.
Rig synced. Collect kinesis and stasis modules from Acting Chief Engineer Jacob Temple. Location? Error. Employee not found.
I can't reach security.
Same for the chief engineer. What is wrong with their comms?
Alright. Time for our next collectible. Is going to be our next log. It's going to be right here on this table. And that is sponsored article, the USG Ishimura. So, yeah, that is the next one. I'm also going to point out, that I'm going to be looting and stuff because you're going to absolutely need that in this difficulty. I don't know if you guys have played this on hard yet or not, but the enemies take a lot more damage and they hit back pretty hard. So there's going to be an absolute necessary, or it's going to be absolutely necessary that you loot. So in terms of like looting and all that, obviously there's a little bit of RNG on the bodies when we stomp on them. But I will show you guys all the lockers and stuff. But just kind of, you know, get in the habit of looking for the blue lootable lights. There's none in this room, but you'll see them around, you know. And just make sure you're looting as much as possible, because you are gonna need it. Alright, I sure hope I don't get separated from the group immediately, having to do everything on my own.
What have you got?
Beep boop beep beep beep. Oh, looks like the ship is fucked, guys.
Half the Ishimura's in the red. Engines, hull, the trams.
Let me guess. I'm gonna have to fix it all. Alright, well, I don't know if it's gonna work until I upload this, but if you guys are watching this and there's sensor bars, then you know that this was the second time I uploaded. With YouTube's new graphic violence policy, I'm not really sure where the limit's at, but this game is super violent, so we're gonna find out the hard way. But if it's not censored, then hey, we did it. But if you see like a sunshine and rainbows over this guy, then I don't know. Look at all that blood and or sunshine. Alright, this is where you're going to want to just absolutely run for your life. Otherwise, you're going to take a nasty hit and have to reset the game, probably. Run, run, run. I'm already halfway there, like. Alright, go ahead and activate it. Just spam it a little bit, and then it's gonna do a fun little mechanic. Just covered in blood immediately. Boy, YouTube's policy came out at a really rough time right before this game came out. Resident Evil 4 is coming out, like, god damn. Alright, so here is our next collectible. It's our main weapon. So yeah, before I pick it up, if you guys did happen to play Callisto Protocol, then they put the cut off their limbs, like blood, on the wall as like a nod to this game. So that's a kind of a cool Easter egg. It's about halfway through the game, maybe. But yeah, let's grab our plasma cutter. That is our first weapon collectible. Pretty much a necessary component of the game. Alright. Go ahead and grab the loot here. And if you see these, you probably already know, but you can step on them and get more loot. Anything that's blue, essentially, in this game is lootable. So yeah, there's that. And before I move on, I want to make it really clear, because you have a decision to make as the viewer. There is a trophy for beating this entire game with the plasma cutter only. If you were the person who is just like, I, want the biggest challenge of my life, maybe you've decided to get all the collectibles, do the game on impossible, and also go for that trophy. I'm not going to do it just because I'm gearing this walkthrough for everybody. But if that's you, the way you do it and not fuck it up is just, you're allowed to pick up weapons, but just never equip them and never use them or anything like that. It's unclear if equipping them actually would cancel it, but I do know, like, if you use it, even if you shoot the wall or something, if it's fired a bullet, then I don't think that trophy is going to pop. So just know, before, when we pick up weapons in this walkthrough, you are okay to pick them up. Just do not use it. Don't accidentally desk pop the wall and cancel that. So you need to decide right now. It is absolutely doable and impossible, which you're going to see here in a minute. Like, you can absolutely make it pretty far with the plasma. So that's up to you. I just wanted to point that out before we move on. But go ahead and slap that dial. Get ready for your first fight. That's one, and then... So yeah, you can get it in about 6 bullets with the easy ones. And then make sure you're looting the bodies by stepping on them. But yeah, in this difficulty, you really don't want to worry about the going for the headshots or anything, because you're just going to end up wasting a bunch of ammo. And also, like, if you get hit, you're fucked. So it slows them down. So I guess it's just a benefit to shoot them in the legs. And here's our next audio log.
Security request retrieved.
It didn't die. We shot that fucker right between the eyes and it didn't die. Smith had to shoot its fucking arms and legs off. For God's sake, send help!
For God's sake! Now, I'm just working some anger issues out, guys. Just bear with me. Just gonna work some things out. All right. Oh. All right. Let's go ahead and loot in this room as well.
Isaac. Oh my God, Isaac. You made it.
Just... They're everywhere.
Barely.
He's gone. Nothing I can do. What the fuck are these things?
The ones I saw, some of them were wearing Ishimura uniforms.
They're the crew? How the hell can they be the crew? Look at them.
Alright, we will come back for all the rest of the stuff
There's
in the
1,000
room.
people on board. Someone will be there.
We can't. The tram system's wrecked. Everything's locked down because of the quarantine.
And you're both repair techs. So how do we do this?
Let me guess. Isaac, do everything.
There's a broken tram car blocking the tunnel. It's gridlocked the system.
Here it comes.
And the data board's burned out.
Here we go.
I can't lift the lockdown or call the tram until we get a spare from the maintenance.
Wonder who has to do that.
But it's all on Isaac's side of
Oh!
I'll handle it. Just make sure there's power to the repair systems.
And Isaac,
Yeah?
I'm sure Nicole's okay. She's a doctor, right? She'll do the smart thing.
Yeah. Yeah, she always does. Find somewhere safe. I'll be back soon.
Alright. So, I know that this part of the walkthrough is going to be a lot of, like, probably redundant information for most of you guys. But just so, we're all on the same page moving forward, get it all out of the way. You can follow the storyline path by holding the joystick down, or whatever appropriate button you have for your platform, but that'll show you the main path. If you guys have never played Dead Space and you're new to the franchise, it's kind of an open world game in the sense that, like, you'll be coming back and forth and you can kind of decide where you go in the ship, but there are moments where you can't really return to certain areas because maybe they get shut down or they're locked or whatever. But for the most part, you can kind of free roam the ship and then eventually, move on to the storyline. So if you miss something and you're like, oh no, I need extra, most of the time you can go back. I will also point out, saves in Impossible, you don't get a lot, so just use it sparingly. And yeah, Now, whatever you guys do, do not go through the door right away. You won't get one of the audio logs, so just kind of wait before you move on. Yeah, it sucks. I've had to reset a couple times because it wasn't given to me. I'm not sure if this teddy bear is just a teddy bear or if it's like a nod at, what is it, Infinity Ward. They're teddy bears. Got a lot of baby dolls, a lot of creepy things. Bottle of bleach, in case we want to kill ourselves. And yeah, so go ahead and pick up the stasis module. And like I said, just stare at the door. So it forces a tutorial. Oh, I wonder what to do.
Reading a door malfunction between you and the maintenance bay. Can you fix it?
No, but I found a stasis module. I'm faster than... I got it.
So yeah, if you go ahead and if you were to like stasis the door ahead of time, I don't know if it's like a bug or whatever, but you just won't get that audio log, and you're looking for this one, the stasis door. So you're just not going to get that if you go ahead and stasis it. All right, moving along. I am recording this as I play. For the first time, I usually record and then voice over later, but I'm doing it live this time, so trying it out, trying to see which one I like more. But so just bear with me. I am checking notes as I go, so there might be moments where, you know, I stop and look down, and you guys are gonna be like, "Is he broken?" Or, but yeah, our next thing is gonna be a node, which is what you use to like upgrade. That wasn't it, but you use that to like upgrade things and whatnot, so. Oh boy. Dude, the 3D audio in this game is crazy. So, these are the moments where like you don't have to do this, but you kind of always want to loot whenever you have an ability, because sometimes there's you know, enemies chasing you and stuff. So if you're able to loot before you trigger something, like it's always a good idea to do that. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna loot the bathroom. That should be everything. Nothing down there. And go ahead and refill your stasis. Alright, so yeah, our next collectible is going to be the node. And I don't know if I said it, but it's what you use to upgrade your weapons and suits and all that.
Isaac, don't bother shooting those fuckers in the head.
And that is located right here.
The only way is hacking them apart.
Node. Gonna need those for sure.
Does that even kill them? Or do they just start moving?
And then our next collectible is right beside that. It's the audio log.
Message retrieved.
Vents into engineering. You got a stasis module handy? We need one in tram maintenance stat. The autoloader's fried. I got a damaged tram car on the tracks, and if the whole system's gridlocked...
And this is a textbook. Go ahead and loot the room before you do anything, because there's gonna be enemies.
No idea. A lot of shit's been breaking down. I keep hearing things. Down in the gears where no one could be. You know? I know.
Alright, I believe that is all the looting, and we're gonna do the left arm and then the right arm.
Repair systems online. Loading system reinitialized.
I like to keep my gun horizontal, because you can take out their legs first, which will stop them from running at you.
Please
And
contact a repair
whereas it's not
technician.
that big of a deal right now, but I swear to God, you know, you're gonna need to do everything you can, because you know you don't want to be 5-6 hours into the game and then die because your gun wasn't in the right positioning. Because if you get hit in this one, it takes most of your health. So you know you don't want to mess up by doing something stupid. And so like how that took him out, and then you can focus on the other arm. See, like that took 1/4 of my health. Dude, what? Like, I've killed you. What are you doing? Alright, well, that was a terrible... I was trying to show the attack in slow-mo or whatever, and I ended up doing it, but it's okay. I guess it's probably good that I show you, like, even a crawling guy, his attacks were like 1/4 of my health, and then a full-on attack is like half at least. But if you get stabbed up close, like that's pretty much game over. So and you're gonna get plenty of ammo as long as you're not just wasting it. You don't have to worry that much. Now we're gonna get an audio log right here again. I don't think it's already popped. Yeah, no, not yet. Okay. So go ahead and pop it just a couple times, and then you should get like another tutorial type audio log.
Disengaged.
Yeah, right here.
Moving that tram car.
So again, don't stasis it before you get
Stasis
this.
should do the trick. Just gotta time it.
Great. But hurry. Okay? Sound carries down here.
Alright. Now you can stasis that bad boy.
Loader claw engaged. Replacing damaged tram car. Please stand by.
Please stand by. Oh no. Look at that dodge. Wait, where was it? There. I don't know if I stepped on this one yet. Let me check. Alright. But see, like, I blew a lot of ammo, just to give you an idea, and I've got 55 rounds, so, like, you know, you're not having to worry too much. Dear Jesus, I don't need the pop-ups when I'm trying to aim. Sorry, I know I'm not making this look real good.
You got it. The tram was jamming the whole system.
That's one down.
Alright.
You said a data board was fried too?
You can quick
Inventory
heal
says
by
there's a
pushing
spare board in the
circle
maintenance
if you
bank.
have a health pack.
We can't run the trams without it.
Alright. That was a little sloppy, so I apologize. I like to leave room for improvement. Yeah, you better run. Okay. Go ahead and refill our stasis once again. And our next... let's see, where is it? Yeah, this way. These guys throw acid, so you just want to make sure you're paying attention and all that fun stuff. Pretty easy to dodge. Nothing too crazy. pretty straightforward. I don't know why, but my stasis is in need. I'm glad that they have the stasis on either side of the door, though. That would be annoying if it was only on one. Alright, now we're back here, if you might remember. Just know if you save, you only get one slot, so you know, use it wisely. I like to do it at the end of each chapter. Nope, that's not what I pushed. There we go. Alright, so go ahead and power the storage on and we can get our next collectible, which is a node. So that is going to be right here. So yeah, the node is right here in this box. And get the bronze conductor. Let me check and see how we're doing on health items. You should have the same health items I do. But depending on how you play, I mean, if you've been playing as bad as I have this time through, then, you know, feel free to use something, but just make sure you're not wasting them if you don't need to heal. You know, be a judge of how good or bad you're playing. Alright. Now we're gonna go back that way, but first we're going to wait, sorry. That was the other one. So yeah, now come over here and switch the power back over to maintenance. Now this is a really fun room of just nonsense, so get ready for that. And this is, I highly recommend looting all of it and then doing all the stuff. Because as soon as you trigger it, it turns the lights out and there's a lot of friends you end up making. Okay, game. Jesus. Gotta love when you're used to not this many shots, to be honest. I sure hope you're playing better than me. I like to show, you know, what it must be like to be bad at the game. You know, make everybody feel included. This isn't me messing up. This is me trying to include poor gameplay. And I really hope you buy that. Alright, so yeah, go ahead and loot. Whoopsies. Alright, we're gonna come over here and loot before we move on. I think that is all the loot. Yeah. Okay, cool. So once you've done that, I just recommend doing that now because, like I said, the lights are going to go out and there's a lot of enemies after that. And it's hard to see, as well as, you know, you don't want to have to like worry about that on top of everything. So take advantage of the ability to see in this room. Get all the shiny items. More loot up here, and then we're going to be coming up on our next collectible here. It's going to be in this chair. Alright, from this point out, I'm going to mostly be using the red tubes to kill on our way back. That's why I was saving them. Alright, before you do that, make sure you grab this audio log right here, this text log. Give me the loot, give me the loot. Okay, and then, you've guessed it, turn off the lights. And power the maintenance room below us. Alright, so once you've grabbed that audio file or the text file, now we're going to start our fun return back downstairs. Oh my goodness. I am playing awful, guys. I apologize. It's not like I'm filming or anything. I don't know what it is, but I can sit there and be flawless. Like every time I play, and then I hit the record button, and it's like, I don't know if like the universe shifts a couple degrees and it decides to just fuck me. Like, I don't know. I just know that anytime I live stream or make a video or decide to, you know, share it with the world, things never work out. So I guess it's just a rule of thumb. I don't know. But, I mean, the impossible difficulty is not too bad right now. I do think that it gets much harder. It's really just the pressure of not being able to die. 'Cause these guys are all pretty straightforward. Come over here. Alright. Wow. That was probably the worst part of this chapter, so if you got through that, you'll be fine. I promise I will try my best to get better. But, I don't know, I guess it's good to have,
Isaac, we can't
you know,
stay here much longer. Hearing a lot
every
of
play style.
Hold on. I got the data board. I'm coming back to Tram Control now.
Daniel, get ready to go.
Alright, so right there, you should have gotten your node in this box, and then you'll also have gotten that audio text right there as well. So that is, the node and the log are both like right there and there. And then grab the data board, of course. That's what we're here for. This is like, as much as I would ideally... Whoa. As much as I would ideally like to be perfect, sometimes it's nice to see, you know, what could go wrong. Just, you know, I don't know. Kind of sucks when you're like, oh, how do I do that really hard thing? Oh, be perfect? Oh, okay. I knew it was coming. I was like, I know there's one more. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see this in the recording. It's pretty dark. So, I don't know, power that back. Alright, we're almost done with all the collectibles for this chapter. We just have a node left, and then we have our suit that we have to get. But now the fun part. Now we can install our data board, the top board.
Reinstalled. System restart complete.
Okay.
Maintenance complete.
Yeah, we did it.
Calling Tram.
And those are the automatic logs that you'll get. So like, you'll see a lot of those. So we just have 3 more.
Deck Tram control.
We're on board. Something hit the roof, but it seems operational.
Quarantine lockdown's lifted, so you can get to the hangar. Comms are still down though, so be ready for anything.
What's the plan?
You and Johnston fix up the Kellyan. We report to the bridge. Standard emergency protocol.
What? Protocol? Hammond, people are dying here.
And I'm not losing anyone else. We stick to procedure. We'll get through this.
We'll see.
Alright, so you should have gotten the new objective of returning to the ship, and then that will also open up en route to the bridge. So now we just have 2 more, which are storyline stuff. There's no more like lootable ones, so you should, at this point, if you're following along correctly, you should just have them all. You kind of might already notice how, like, if you had missed something from earlier, you're coming right back through this area. And the more we explore, the bigger the ship gets, and you can start, you know, double backing a lot of places. But here is our next, kind of our last collectible in a way. It is in this room right here. And it's going to be this node. Alright, now the only thing... Oh god! Oh god! Honestly, that was not in my, my notes. So, okay. I don't want to be that guy, but maybe get ready for that. I don't know. That did not happen in my initial playthrough. I was expecting that one, but the other one, I don't know. I think what it was in my initial one, I left that room really fast. And maybe, I guess if you hang out in there, maybe. So that's fun to find out when you're recording. Super fun.
Isaac, we
You guys are like, this guy's a moron.
There's no survivors. Daniels is trying to get into the command computer.
Alright. Cool. Alright, we did it. We beat the game. She fixed the ship. We're gonna go. I mean, I don't really care about the other guys. They didn't really help with anything, so I don't know. I also want to say that this is your last chance to get this audio log that was on the ground right here. So if you guys missed that, absolutely grab that. Otherwise, you're not getting it anymore. So, yeah, if you're worried about that, do that.
What have you got on you? Is that blood?
Haley, I need you to listen.
I love you.
Ishimura's over
Oh,
roads.
wait.
They're fucking monsters. You didn't hear anything?
What? No, the comms are still out. Isaac,
We need the Killian fixed now. Got a damage report?
yeah, it's there.
That's not a damage report. That's a screen, you dummy. Now that's a damage report.
Oh god. Singularity core. Go!
Oh no! No! Don't do it! Wait, is she actually killing it? Oh, okay. Oh boy. Here's our next new kind of enemy. Very quick. Now, these guys suck. They will close distance on you.
Isaac, what's happening down there?
Johnson's gone. Singularity core overloaded.
No!
Killian was our only way home. We're trapped.
No! I'm not losing two good people for nothing.
Man, it's so cool to see the remake and how like much more
All
detailed
the primary systems are locked down with the
like all these
captain's codes.
monsters
So we
are
find
and
Captain
stuff.
Matthias, track his rig.
Anyways, moving on.
Okay, here. Captain Benjamin Matthias. Location medical. Status deceased?
Even captain?
I love how they're surprised by that. Like the whole ship's dark and has aliens running around.
You can
And they're
tell
like,
and cut through maintenance.
he's
Find
dead?
Captain's body and get his rig. With his codes, we. What was that? Chen?
Hammond, run!
Alright, so that should be all of the collectibles. So as long as you get that go to medical one, you should have everything if you followed along. So that is, and you'll notice at the top there it says like chapter 1. Those will fill out as we go. So you know, you'll be able to do that. So that is everything. And then so far for schematics, you should have the stasis module and the plasma cutter. And if you do that, then you are following along as good as you can. There's only one more thing to actually like collect per se, which is suit number 2. I like the upgrade. And you know, you don't have to do it right now, but we're going to. But that's going to be a decision you can make, I suppose. I'll probably have to sell a couple things in order to get the 10,000 credits needed, but you know, we'll see where we're at when we get there. Where Where's the button? There it is. So yeah, we're gonna come back here in just a sec. Make sure we get all the loot first before we do that. In case there's any credits laying around. Also, I really like this little hidden message here. Fuck this ship. It's a shitty capitalist organization. Like next to the welcome sign. Just find that fun. That was something in the original one. You know, that was cool. And then there's the paying treasure, you know, but there's all these little messages, which was so cool about the first one, you know, like that they had all that, the crew's writing everywhere. And I guess for me personally, this was like the first game where I felt like there was atmosphere and life, you know, beyond my own character, for me at least. So I really always appreciate those kind of things. Because sometimes you play games and it just doesn't feel alive, you know? Now, here's the thing. We need 10 grand to upgrade our suit to get the collectible item, because, you know, you have to do that for the trophies. We have 8,700. It's 10,000. So you can decide if you want to save up and buy this later or what. I'm personally going to sell a stasis pack because I don't want to sell ammo. Where you can sell this, you know, the semiconductor. It's really up to you. So I'm going to sell the conductor because it's kind of the point of those. So yeah, make sure you buy suit level 2 either now or later. Probably do it now though, just because you can, and also, you know, it just makes you stronger. So. Oh my god, I'm so sexy. Thank you very much, store. I appreciate your business. Alright, let's go to the medical bay. Now, at this point, I would suggest dumping 1 into HP, and then 1 into damage, and then at that point, you can kind of decide how you want to, like, what you prioritize based. Maybe you're like me and you're playing like dog shit, and you want to make your weapon a little bit stronger so you stop dying. Or, you know, just, I guess, but I would at least start with getting the HP and the damage, because those are just good stats to have. But these other 2 nodes, you know, do what you want. I'm probably going to, let's see, I'm probably going to dump it into my gun just to get a head start on that stuff, to get the damage up, because I'm going to be using the plasma cutter quite a bit. And that suit is something that I can upgrade as needed. So that's what I'm going to do. But, of course, make your own decisions. But that's why we're watching a walkthrough. We don't want to make our own decisions. So just do what I'm doing then. Alright. I'm confident in that. It's not too big of a deal if you do something different. Not yet, at least. If you're trophy hunting, which is probably why you're doing this on Impossible anyways, you've either already done the trophies or, you know, or you are working on it, where you're going to have to upgrade, like, everything, so you're going to have to do everything eventually anyways. Onward. Making the virtual real. Oh, there it is. I was like, I had something in my notes for the loot here, the kinesis module. But yeah, that is going to, that, like, when you do that, you saw it said chapter 1 finished. So, you know, we're good. We did it. And you'll notice now we are on chapter 2. And I'm going to use this as a nice little stopping point, and I'll just do chapter by chapter until we have finished the game. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will definitely be continuing and uploading as frequent as I can. But yeah, this is the first time I've ever done a walkthrough where I was talking while playing. Might actually, in hindsight, be why I'm dying so much. I'm used to just like lights off, focused, record, and then upload a voiceover later. So I don't know. Let me know if you guys want to see anything in this game or in future games. If you guys have any ideas, criticisms, whatever. I'm always trying to improve, and I really enjoy making walkthroughs, and I'm always trying to make the best I can. So just let me know if you guys like certain things, don't like certain things. I need to shut up more. I don't know. Whatever it is, just give some constructive feedback if you want, or let me know how your day's going. You know, let's build a community here, guys, and I will hopefully see you guys in chapter 2. So have a good one.